Hey there, I'm glad you're here, taking a moment for yourself. Sometimes just showing up is the bravest thing we can do. Take a deep breath with me. Let your shoulders drop, and let yourself arrive fully in this moment, just as you are. If you're here, maybe you're carrying something heavy. A story that you're not enough, that you're lazy. Maybe you've heard that word echo in your mind, or from others, and it's weighed you down. That word, lazy, lands hard, doesn't it? It's loaded with shame, and it can feel like a punch to the gut. We use it to judge ourselves when we can't keep up with endless demands. It becomes a label we stick on ourselves when life feels too much, when our energy runs out, or when we just can't do it all. But what if lazy isn't real? Not in the way we think. What if it's just a word we use when we don't understand what's really going on inside us? It's not a flaw. It's a myth from a culture obsessed with productivity, where our worth is measured by how much we do, not how we feel. When our minds and bodies need a break, we ignore them and choose shame over compassion. We push ourselves past our limits thinking rest is weakness. The truth? Lazy is just a mask for overwhelm, fear, or disconnection. It's a word that hides the real struggles we're facing: stress, exhaustion, or even sadness. It's easier to judge ourselves than to admit we're struggling. Sometimes it feels safer to call ourselves lazy than to say, I need help, or I'm hurting. But today, let's get curious instead of critical. What if we asked ourselves what we really need, instead of what we think we should be doing? Let's set aside the word lazy and consider, what if you're just overloaded, not broken? What if your body and mind are asking for care, not condemnation? Maybe your system is signaling for help, not failure. Maybe you're doing your best with what you have, even if it doesn't look productive. Let's explore what it really means to feel stuck in a world that never stops. Let's talk about how hard it is to pause when everything around us keeps moving. Let's get honest and brave together. You're not alone in this, and you're not lazy. You're human, and that's enough. Overwhelm isn't just about having a packed calendar or a long to-do list. It's a sensation that can feel like being submerged underwater, as if a powerful wave has knocked you off your feet and left you gasping for air. It's not just busyness. It's a deep, all-encompassing sense of being unable to keep up, no matter how hard you try. When the demands of life pile up and start to outweigh your ability to cope, your brain steps in and slams on the emergency brake. It's like your mind is saying, hold on, this is too much. Picture your mind as a computer with dozens of tabs open at once. Work deadlines, family responsibilities, health concerns, bills to pay, the constant stream of news and notifications. Each tab demands your attention, and soon it's impossible to focus on any one thing. Eventually, with too many tabs open, your system can't keep up. It freezes, slows down, or even crashes. That's what happens to your brain when you're overwhelmed. It's not a sign of weakness, but a natural response to overload. This pause isn't a malfunction. It's your body's built-in safety mechanism, stepping in to protect you from burning out completely. It's a signal that you need to slow down and take care of yourself. Yet, so often we misinterpret this freeze. Instead of seeing it as a protective response, we label ourselves as lazy, unmotivated, or not good enough. We think, I should be able to handle all of this, and pile on guilt and shame, when in reality, you're simply at capacity. Your cup is full. Imagine trying to pour a gallon of water into a tiny teacup. No matter how careful you are, it's going to overflow. The problem isn't the cup, it's the impossible expectation. You're the teacup, not the failure. Recognizing this truth can be transformative. It allows you to shift from self-blame to self-compassion, to see your struggle as a sign that you need support, not criticism. Instead of asking, what's wrong with me? Try asking, what's happening to me? What do I need right now? This small change in perspective can open the door to healing. It moves you from a place of harsh judgment to one of gentle curiosity, where you can explore your needs without shame. Your inaction isn't a personal flaw, it's a message from your mind and body that you need a break, a chance to reset. So, instead of punishing yourself, consider closing some of those mental tabs. Give yourself permission to rest and recover. Self-compassion is the first and most important step on the path back to feeling like yourself again. Listen closely to what your system is telling you. Notice the signals, honor your limits, and respond with kindness. That's how you begin to recover, rebuild your energy, and move forward with greater resilience and self-understanding. Let's get nerdy. Have you ever wondered why, when life gets overwhelming, you suddenly can't think straight or get anything done? There's actually a fascinating reason behind it. Your brain is wired for survival, not productivity. It's constantly scanning for danger, even if you're just sitting at your desk. When threats feel too big or too close, your nervous system jumps into action. It triggers fight, flight, or freeze, ancient responses designed to keep you alive. We talk a lot about fight or flight, but freeze is just as real and just as powerful. It's your body's way of saying, let's pause until it's safe. In today's world, the threats aren't wild animals. They're chronic stressors like debt, impossible expectations, and the constant buzz of anxiety. Your brain can't always tell the difference between a tiger and a mountain of emails, or a looming deadline. To your nervous system, stress is stress. So you freeze. Maybe you find yourself scrolling endlessly, zoning out, or feeling completely stuck and unable to move forward. This isn't laziness or a lack of motivation. It's your body's way of protecting you from what it perceives as danger. Underneath the surface, your system is working overtime, trying to keep you safe, even if it means shutting down for a while. The key is to gently show your brain and body that the threat is past, and that you're actually safe in this moment. Yelling at yourself or getting frustrated doesn't help. It's like scaring a frightened animal. It only makes your system dig in deeper. Instead, approach yourself with care and compassion. Small gestures of self-kindness can make a huge difference. Taking small, safe actions, like making a tiny to-do list or just standing up, signals to your nervous system that it's okay to move forward, one step at a time. Remember, the mountain of emails isn't a tiger. It feels huge, but it's not life or death. Soothe your system first. Take a breath, have some tea, or step outside for a moment. Then, when you feel a little safer, take action. This is how you move from freeze to forward motion. It's not about forcing yourself, it's about creating safety so you can move again. It's not about willpower, it's about safety. Be gentle with yourself. And remember, your brain is just trying to help you survive. With patience and care, you can teach it that you're safe and start moving forward again. How do you thaw from freeze? Start with one tiny action. Don't tackle the whole mountain, just take one step. If the kitchen's a mess, don't clean it all. Just put one dish in the sink. If your inbox is overwhelming, delete one junk email. Make the barrier so low, you can't fail. This isn't about productivity, it's about proving to yourself that movement is possible. Each small action gives your brain a little reward. You're rewiring your brain for action, not avoidance. Small wins build momentum. Success isn't dramatic, it's putting on your shoes, drinking water, making your bed. Celebrate these tiny victories. They're proof you're not broken. You can find your way back, one small, brave step at a time. Redefine success as progress, not perfection. Every step counts. Keep going. We treat rest like the enemy, but it's actually essential. We brag about exhaustion, but what if rest is the secret to real productivity? You wouldn't expect your phone to work on 1% battery. Why expect it of yourself? Rest is your charging cable. Denying rest is denying yourself the ability to function. Guilt and shame may whisper, but choosing rest takes courage. True productivity is about quality, not hours. Schedule rest like any important meeting. Take a walk, sit with tea, read for pleasure, nap without guilt. Rest isn't absence, it's restoration. Fill your own cup so you have something to give. Rest is brave, necessary work. Make it non-negotiable. Big goals can paralyze us. Writing a book, finding a job, getting healthy, these are mountains. You can't leap a mountain, but you can take one step. Break the mountain into stepping stones. For writing a book, the first step is just opening a document. Next, write one sentence. Then brainstorm a title. Each step is small and doable. This works for any overwhelming goal. Make the next step so easy your brain can't resist. Motivation follows action, not the other way around. Each small step builds confidence and momentum. Don't try to change everything today. Just take the next gentle step. That's all you need to do. Here's the most important truth. Your worth isn't tied to productivity. You're not a machine, you're a person worthy from the start. Culture links self-esteem to output, but that's a lie. The finish line always moves. Real self-worth comes from accepting yourself right now, imperfections and all. Practice speaking to yourself with kindness. Try these affirmations. I'm not lazy, I'm overwhelmed. It's okay to rest. My worth isn't determined by productivity, I'm doing my best. I give myself permission to move slowly. These aren't just words, they're tools for self-compassion. Today, focus on one small win. Drink water, step outside, say an affirmation, pause and acknowledge it. I did that. That was a win. You're not lazy, you're courageous and resilient. You deserve kindness, especially from yourself. You've got this. One small brave step at a time. Remember, you are enough, exactly as you are. Thank you for being here.